What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense here. Got a quick little video for you, a little review slash scent of the day slash package slash what's new in my collection. So this is kind of a 4-part video. All right, let's get right to it. Scent of the day yesterday was this little gem, and this is Perry Ellis Red. Not to be confused with Perry Ellis 360 Red. This is a very underrated fragrance. It smells really good, really masculine, really appley, very bright, crisp. It's finally starting to cool off a little bit here in Alabama, at least in the nighttime. I think last night's low was in the 60s, something like that, yeah. And it's really cooling off for a change. I mean, it's been so hot here. And even today, I think the high is almost 90. It's gonna be like 85, 86 degrees, which that's a little hot for the 1st of October, but anyway, this has a very nice, crisp apple note in it, and it just went well with yesterday. For some reason, it could be the fall or whatever, you know, everybody thinks of pumpkins and hay or something, but nice mix of for an in-between type of day is what this is. Yeah, I liked it. Nice, crisp apple note. Smelled really, really good. Perry Ellis is one of my favorite houses. Longevity on it, it's decent, in between 4 and 6 hours, and I'm thinking around the 5-hour mark. Projection on it was pretty good. It projected really, really good for about the first hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, and then the last 45 minutes of it was a little on the softer side. So I'm gonna say 2 hours of projection out of it with about 4.5, 5 hours of longevity, and of course it's a Perry Ellis fragrance, so you already know it's a cheapie. And it's a good possibility it's a clone or something. I don't know, but it does smell really good. If you see this out there, you may want to pick it up. I used to see it all the time. I haven't seen it as much as I used to, but it's a good smelling fragrance. This was my Friday scent of the day. Moving along. I'll do what I got in a package. All right, I got these from my boy Dwayne. Sent me a Zurjoff fragrance and Perfumes de Marly Harrod. On this hand, I have the I think I'm saying that right, Zurjoff. That's a funny name to say. These foreign words. Yeah. Zurjoff, or however you say that, is on this arm, and it's odd. It's a niche fragrances to me are always odd smelling fragrances. The note combinations and the development of them is just odd. But it does smell good. It's a little bit, it's almost like it wants to go fruity and go sweet, but then it doesn't, if that makes any sense. But it does smell good. And on this hand, I have the Harrod by Perfumes de Marly. And I'm not sure which one of them I like better. I wore this one last night, and it did pretty good, but like I said, it wasn't extremely hot last night. It was a nice breeze blowing, probably in the 70s, in the mid 70s. Last night I went out to they call it First Fridays. It's just like a little street party, a little street festival. My wife and daughter went out to that, so. I think if I had to pick which one I like better, I think I like this one a little bit better. This one it almost smells like peachy. I don't know. They're both nice fragrances, and again, like to give a shout out to my boy Dwayne, aka Mr. De Niro. Appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna put both of these fragrances to use. That is Perfumes de Marly Harrod, however you say that, and Zurjoff. I'm not sure which Zurjoff this is. Yeah, it smells good. Again, us reviewers love getting free samples, free cologne. It's an amazing thing. Thank you again, my brother. All right. And last but not least, to finish off the video, what I added to my collection yesterday, and I had seen this several times at my local Burke's, but after we left the street party or festival, whatever you want to call it, I stopped in my local Burke's outlet, and I'd seen this in there for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I didn't pull the trigger on it. But last night, didn't really have anything else to buy, so I picked this up, and I'm glad I did. This is Azzaro Pour Homme Intense. Now, I'm going to be 100% completely honest with you. This is a delightful little fragrance. This is a 30 ml and I paid $16 for it. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of suede. I'm gonna see if I can find a place to spray it real quick so I can get a refresher of it. Good sprayer, good atomizer. It's a little strong when you first spray it. Not an alcohol strong, but just a scent strong. And guys, that smells good. It has a small trace of the DNA from the original Azzaro Prohome. But it's better. I'll be honest with you. It's like they took everything that was wrong with the original Azzaro Prohome and fixed it with this intense version. They had another 30 ml over there for $16 as well. And I may be going back and picking that up again because this smells really good, and just having a backup bottle because I haven't seen it a lot. You can get it online. I think you can get it at Fragrance X and fragrance.net. I know fragrance.net had it, but I'm not sure of what the exact price on it was, but I know they had it. Yeah, it is definitely a what do they call them? Fougères. It's definitely plant-based, and you can get the greenness and the earthiness to it, and just a hint of spice. The spice does come in later, as I tested it last night when I got home. I think the performance on this one though is where it's going to differ from the original, because the original stays on for days. This one is not going to be that way. It is a lot less harsh, and is going to perform a lot less as well. It's not going to be as harsh, but it's not going to perform as well either. I think this is a great date night fragrance for the fall. A great cooler weather fragrance. This one right here. Because as you let it develop, it really turns into a beautiful, beautiful, masculine, old school type of fragrance with a modern twist. I really like this fragrance. And for the price, I think this is something that you guys really need to add to your collection. If you see it, it smells really good. I pick up on a little bit of, again, the DNA from the original Azzaro Prohome with a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of spice, a little bit of suede. This is sexy, masculine, mature. That is Azzaro Prohome Intense. I'll be honest with you, I'm shocked, but it's exactly what I thought it would be, if that makes any sense, because I figured with it being the intense version of the original Azzaro Prohome, I thought it's probably going to be an old school powerhouse type fragrance. I need some of those in my collection. I'll add it. But what I get out of this, I'll just be honest, this reminds me a lot of some of the niche colognes that I have, like some things from Eight and Bob, like Eight and Bob Egypt. Let me think of some more. Journeyman, Fate Man by how you say that? Amouage, or however you say it. You know what Journeyman is and Fate Man. Those fragrances that have the earthiness to it, and that just that raw smell to them that just smells earthy and green and crisp. That's what this is. It smells along the lines of that. It almost smells like it could have been released from that company. All right, guys. That's it. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Again, Azzaro Prohome Intense. If you run across this, you do yourself a favor and pick it up. It's a great little fragrance. Smells good. And I also got some samples from, again, my boy Dwayne. I got Perfumes of Molly Hard, which is a good one, and Zhuzhov. I can't remember which one it is from Zhuzhov, but Zhuzhov. And my scent of the day Friday was Perry Ellis Red. Not to be confused with 360 Red. Our Portfolio Red. Just Perry Ellis Red. All right, guys. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you see this video on Facebook, come to YouTube. If you see it on YouTube and you want to friend me on Facebook, feel free to. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. If you have any familiarity with these fragrances, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave it in the comments below. We can always talk about them. Let me know what your scent of the day is. And if you have any of these fragrances, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts on them again. Let me know what your thoughts on them are. Again, I hope everybody has a great Saturday. Until next time, peace.